continuing to date your spouse is really, really important because you got to avoid boredom, the mundane, not really having fun and enjoying each other anymore. Those are killers. And one way to tackle that is by dating and being spontaneous or planning, either one, but doing fun things, having new experiences. It just continually reconnects you and takes you deeper.
Hey, thanks for checking out the podcast this week. We are back to talk a little bit about kind of a different topic for the week, but we're going to talk about date ideas, right? And rather than give our opinion on dating and staying in versus going out and how often you should do it and all those things, we decided we'd have a little fun this week and just literally rip through a list of like 100+ date ideas and just rapid fire through them in the hopes that this inspires some of you. I'm sure maybe some more than others need a little bit of inspiration when it comes to doing something together.
And I don't think we've done all of these, but some of them we should do.
Yes, good point. Excellent point. We have not done all of them. Some of them I would even say are a little questionable as to whether we will do them or not.
Well, I think that's the point.
Yeah, we just had fun.
Everybody
with
has
it.
a different, unique interests and vibe, so you find what works for you when
That's
you
well
like.
said. Yeah, find what works for you. And I think maybe just to give some context, we've got the list of date ideas. We'll make sure all these are on there, but we do have a list on our website, aboldmarriage.com. You can go to the date ideas page. We keep that up to date. What we're going to do, and then actually one more thing, we also put out a blog post, 101 date ideas, maybe several months ago. So a lot of that is coming from those two sources of information, just FYI. But I think maybe the last thing I'll say, and we can dive into it, what we really try to do is put these into categories, right? So as you're listening, we've got these kind of bucketized, if you will, into out on the town, which is what it sounds like. Stay in.
Can you explain what that means?
Yeah.
Well, let me say something too. Just real quick, the reason we are talking about dating and dates is because I know we both agree dating, continuing to date your spouse is really, really important because you got to avoid boredom, the mundane, not really having fun and enjoying each other anymore. Those are killers. And one way to tackle that is by dating and being spontaneous or planning, either one, but doing fun things, having new experiences. It just continually reconnects you and takes you deeper. And it's good for you.
Yeah, agree.
Very important.
Agree. And maybe even to that point, if it's your first time listening, we've been married for 14 years and we have 3 kids under the age of 11. So we can resonate with whatever you're experiencing. And I would even say like we've done a really good job and then a really bad job at going out on dates. But what we do a good job of is prioritizing time with each other. I think we've always done a good job at that. So we will definitely not shy away from like sharing our opinions throughout this list. In the hopes that maybe us sharing where we're at, what we've gone through, what we've experienced, what maybe some, like to the joke we were making a minute ago, some of these we haven't tried and probably won't. I'm kidding. Okay, so what we've done to make this list effective, and hopefully, you know, this helps you in terms of planning or what season of life that you're in or how busy your schedules are, whatever, is we've tried to put them into categories. So we've got out on the town, which is exactly what it sounds like. These are dates where you're getting away from the house. We've got some getaway ideas. Jamie and I are really big. If you've listened to the podcast or read any of our information before, we're huge on getting away as a couple. We've got creative ideas. These are kind of like a little unique, maybe a little different. Adventure or active dates. Huge proponents of like getting out and exploring and doing things physically together. And we've got stay in dates as well. And I won't shy away from that. We got a lot of those because as we mentioned, we got young kids. They have a bedtime. We'll get into that a little bit, but just doing things that are fun at home when your kids are asleep or when they're not at home or they're staying somewhere else, whatever. Huge benefit to doing that. And then last but not least, and we might mix up the order, so don't worry about it, but time crunch. And I think time crunch is definitely, again, for those that are in a similar season to us, where you may have very limited time on the weekends, or maybe babysitters are tough to come by or whatever the situation is. We call them time crunch. It's literally like taking advantage of those moments in your schedule. And I think we've done a really better job at that in the last couple of years. We've really maximized that.
Increased that, yeah.
And it really has helped us. I know I'm giving a little bit of too much of a preview here, but that has really helped us, I would say, like make dates happen in spite of our busy schedules.
Which is really important.
Yeah. So with that said, you want to jump in? We'll cover like out on the town, going out first. And again, we'll just rip through these pretty quick. We'll give commentary.
They don't need a lot of explaining, I think, a lot of them. So dress up, go to a fancy dinner, try a new ethnic restaurant you've never eaten at before. I know that's something you and I love to do. Try new things that places we've never gone.
Yeah, and I think on that one, that's a big one for us too, because I think I'm going to key in on something you said earlier, which was like getting rid of boredom. I do think if you've got like, well, your dad and I go to Chili's at 5 o'clock for the 2-for-1 margaritas every Friday, that's a date night. Okay, sure. But like our challenge would be like mix it up a little bit, try something different.
You order the same thing.
Yeah, you order the same thing. We're foodies in our house. Like, I won't shy away from that. Even our kids are. So we do love to try new restaurants, but I do think it makes it fun even when we've gone out and tried something different, right?
Oh, yeah. I love doing that.
Yeah.
We're big on that. Attend live comedy show, improv night.
Okay. Yep.
That would be fun.
We kind of did that as a couple's date way back.
Oh,
when
yeah.
We were early
what's
married.
That guy's name?
Yeah, Tim Hawkins.
Tim Hawkins.
Yeah.
That was fun. Local theater.
Broadway
production,
show. Yeah, we saw Aladdin. Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, so if there's a rolling show that comes through your town, like might be something different if you're not even into that. We're not, but it was really fun. It was a
we're
fun
not.
Night. Well, I mean, we're not. Yeah, we're not into theater, but it was really, really cool.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Live concert. We love concerts.
Yeah, that's one we have not done in a long time, but we really do like that. And I think that's got a very specific people are either big concert goers or they're not, but I think that's pretty fun if there's a band that you and your spouse like or that type of music you're into.
Yeah. Okay. What else?
Okay. Visit an art exhibit or rotating museum.
This next one, go to a local brewery or winery.
Yeah.
I always love that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think lots of you like winery, not so much where we live, but breweries. Yeah, it's fun. Attend your favorite sporting event.
Oh,
I mean, we've done that with our kids, of course, but obviously like we did that when we were dating before we got married. We would go to even minor league baseball games. It's a fairly affordable date that takes a while. It takes up a good chunk of time. Yeah.
We've gone to some hockey games, had fun doing that. A cooking class. We've talked about doing that.
Yeah.
We just haven't. I just cook so well that I don't know if a class. Just kidding.
That sounds fun. Every time I hear that though, I think of in the movie Hitch.
That's exactly what I think of.
When they do the date and Will Smith gets like his crazy allergy.
Because he eats a peanut or something. Yeah.
What about?
Maybe that's why we haven't done it. Like it's subconsciously we think something terrible is going to happen.
A paint and sip studio. I've heard the good things about these. Never done it.
I have heard. I've talked to a lot of people who've done it and they have fun.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Yeah.
Go to the aquarium, zoo, seasonal festival, street fair, Oktoberfest.
Yeah. We do that. I'd say we do one of
things.
these at least once a year. I mean,
what were you just saying where we need to do? What's it called? Where they dress up and like the jousting.
Oh, yeah. We talked about doing the Renaissance Festival that I did as a kid. Yeah, it's crazy.
I would really do not let me down on that.
Okay, one that I like to do, granted, we get in trouble with our kids if we did this without them, would go to an arcade, pinball, retro bar. There's even some breweries near us have like kind of some of those old school pinball machines. Okay. Check out a new food truck park. We have not done this and we do love food trucks, but that's a great idea. I mean, you can kind of get a sampling of whatever you're into and enjoy, nice time together, trying different food. Murder mystery dinner.
Do they really do that?
Yeah.
That sounds fun. I bet you could do that with a group. Like you could go on double date, bring some friends. That would be fun.
So that's a good one.
Visit a bookstore, buy each other a book. Well, I love books and I love reading.
And if you're a really big nerd and you like to support your local small business when you're traveling or even in your town, bonus points if you go to a local
which we do.
Shop, which we
Why am I putting this
love
down?
Doing that. When we Savannah, when we went to Savannah, they have a great bookstore there. Explore a new part of town on foot. I think this is really fun if you live especially if you live in a walkable city, which goes kind of, maybe I'll jump out of order, like do a historical walking tour, a ghost tour. We've done some of the hop on, hop off trolleys.
I don't know about no ghost tour for me though, man.
go to a theme park. We love to do
love
that.
that.
If you have kids, kind of
you will get in a lot of
Yeah, you
trouble.
gotta-
But we had an amazing time going to Epcot, the two of us.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, we did years ago. Yeah.
Go to the movies.
Yep. Food tour. Love that idea.
I don't know if we've ever done a food tour, but we've kind of done our own food tour where we've, thanks to you, here's all these 4 restaurants we're going today. And then it's like a little here, a little there. We eat like 5 times.
True.
Yeah.
Great point. Create your own food tour.
It.
So that sums up the go out category, right? And like we said, like be flexible here, like depending on the age of your kids, depending on how much easy access you have to babysitters or extended family, like this might be easier or harder for you depending on the stage of life you're in. The point is, like you said, just make something work. That's the point, is you just do it, right? It matters less about what you pick from our list or your own list. It's more the principle of like, just do it.
And if maybe you don't have kids, you don't have to worry about that. This is easier. If you do,
the world is yours.
Yes. If you do have kids, make finding a good, trustworthy babysitter. That's something
great point.
We've done. Now we've lost some as we've gone. They've graduated college and moved or got a real job and couldn't help us. So you have to be flexible and get referrals and all of that. But that's an important thing to have.
It is an important thing to have for sure. And I think it's interesting, like those of you with kids that are older, like the evolution where, you know, when they're really small, you got to be super trusting with who you have to watch them. And, you know, we would start with family only for a little while. And then you kind of evolve babysitters. And over the years, they age out of babysitting. And then now we're kind of approaching the years where it's only a matter of time before we're going to have our oldest, you know, home with.
Yeah, you're right.
It's crazy to think about. So,
yeah, and that's like just a tip. Like, I think one of our babysitters was the first grade teacher's daughter who was in, you know, people you trust.
Yeah.
Ask your friends, who do you use?
Yeah.
Really kind of get to know the person.
Yep.
Vet them, you know.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay, adventure active date ideas. Let's talk about those, which we love. If you live near the beach or the mountains, you can take a few hours, go out there, go on a hike, hang out on the beach, whatever. That's a good one.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I mean, we're huge outdoor fans. And we just got back from our annual getaway ourselves and spent a lot of time in the mountains and hiking, because that's not common where we live. Run a 5K, a marathon, a triathlon, a mud race.
We did that once, the mud race.
I think what I like about this one, because to your point, like I've done a 5K with the kids. We've talked about doing that again. We did a mud race early on. Is like there's something fun about like doing something competitive together. Like that's even, I mean, that could be a episode in itself. Like doing things that bring you together as like a team. I think you check a lot of boxes. It's good physical activity. We did it at the time we worked together, so we did it with some coworkers.
Yeah, no
so
kids
you could even do it with a group. But that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, just to go through some of these pretty quick. Explore State Park. I mean that's endless. Like
have a picnic. You can do that at the park.
Take your picnic with you. Hike a new trail. We talked about that. Rent bikes and explore your city. One thing we haven't done, but they're all over the place, is these motorized scooters. Like we've talked about getting them downtown and kind of going up the Riverwalk. Be pretty fun. So if you've got access to that in your city.
Kayaking, something we love. We do that a lot.
Yeah.
So
we have done that. Paddleboarding, canoeing fits in that category.
Dance class.
Yeah.
I have my next idea.
Ooh.
I'm kidding. That would be scary.
We've not done that. Indoor rock climbing or skydiving.
Okay.
I mean, does it have to be indoors? I mean, why did we put indoor skydiving? I mean, feel free if you want to get out there and jump off a plane. Go ahead. Or even rock climbing. I mean, some parts, like when we've been out in Colorado and whatnot, I mean, this is a big thing for people that live, you know, out west or in a mountainous area.
I think you said indoor because that's what we kind of have going here in Florida is indoor. Not the skydiving, but
fitness challenge. I would maybe be more specific because we talked about the races and stuff like that, but you could take a class together. You could join a gym together. You could do a boot camp or a yoga class, things like that.
Horseback riding.
Okay.
Trampoline park.
Okay.
Lots of kids are going to be there, so just be prepared for that. I've been to a lot of birthday parties at trampoline parks.
Trampoline
it's a little
park, maybe
intense.
I'd put that lower on
I don't
my
know if that
list.
would be my date idea.
No, agree.
Zip line. Well, I've heard some weird stories about those recently, so.
Okay, that's out
I don't know.
for Jamie. Ropes or obstacle course. explore botanical garden or conservatory. Like we've done that a little bit. They do some around here with Christmas lights. We've done that with friends. That's something nice that you can do like just while you're spending time, talking with each other, having a coffee or whatever. Roller skating or ice skating.
That's
Okay.
fun.
It's always a good time.
Sailing or boat tour.
Okay.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Florida's a good place for that.
Yep.
Archery or axe throwing.
Okay.
Interesting.
Mini golf,
Ooh,
done that plenty of
I love
times.
mini
Top golf, if you're close to a top golf, that's a really fun experience. Even something I've heard about, and we've not done it, is now this is better with friends, I think, is those scavenger hunts or geocaching, they call them. We've had a few couples over the years that have mentioned it. I don't know anything about it, but some of you listening might have heard of that.
Good idea.
Sunset, I mean, like you said, picnic, just involving like the natural beauty in there. It kind of makes it more romantic, right? Sunrise, sunset, whatever.
Okay, I see one. Tandem bike.
I will not be doing that with you.
You
Apologies
did do that.
if I'm offending anybody.
Hold on, you
listening.
did do that with our son.
Oh, you're right.
And that was so cute.
I did.
That's different than if it was with me.
I did
but
do
that
that
was
with
a lot of work
6-year-old, not
because he pedaled. Remember, he was just chilling.
Oh yeah, water sport. You could certainly like evolve this into like renting a boat for the afternoon or going jet skiing, taking a surfing lesson, exercise class together. We've covered that. So there's lots to do that involve.
Adventure.
I mean, we like to work out together. That's not even on this list because it's not really a date that you go out and do, but. We've got kind of the gym in the garage, and every once in a while,
quality fun time.
Yeah, we'll incorporate that in together. I'll move us into the next section. We're going to talk about creative ideas. These are things that exactly what it sounds like, but what I wanted to make a point and say is this could be its own category, but I think we have really enjoyed, and maybe we're in a little bit of a place where we're trying to find what's next for us here, but around like volunteering together and serving others together. There is so much power, like for the listeners out there, there is so much power when you serve alongside your spouse doing something. So it could be volunteering at a local school, serving a homeless kitchen or outreach. I mean, I think you can share a couple here, but I think even like we've served in church nursery together years ago.
I forgot.
That's
I have to confess though, that was a requirement. They made us do it. That wouldn't have been but it was a good experience. Not my go-to.
No, mine
but
neither.
I love when we go serve and where we feed like the homeless and we do
outreach
and then
projects,
we always kind of add like go out to lunch after and like it's just really cool.
Gotta add the
I always have to eat.
Yeah,
you gotta feed me.
You can't. It's not a date if you don't.
You gotta feed me on
after.
every date, no matter what we're doing. Okay.
Shopping for items. We do this with our kids, so not necessarily a date, but shopping for items and then taking them and donating. That there's
I love
we've gotten so much joy in that, and that like.
And that's not that hard. So around us, there's a children's home. They take groceries, like all kinds of things. Everything you could imagine that you need, if you can find a place like that. We happen to have one close by.
And by the way, like for those of you with kids, like great way to emphasize selflessness and serving others to your children. So that to me, this like checks, and you can, by the way, you can involve your kids in this too. It doesn't have to be just a date. You can do local cleanup in your city, kind of moving into the other some other ideas, creating a bucket list. I mean, we've done this a little bit. We don't really revisit it too often, but every once in a while we'll kind of, hey, what do we want to do? Where do we want to go? Any kind of creating those dreams together. And then even just talking about it is pretty fun on a Friday night or whatnot.
I love that. And I just found our next date night idea for staying in. Blindfold taste test. I'm going to feed you all kinds of stuff.
Okay. Yeah, that's
I don't know. That's a little weird.
Okay. All right,
I'm
bold.
being funny, but
very
that's
trust builder. Write a short story together. Okay, I mean, this is for super creative types. Like if some of this, I'm sure some of you have done this. Recreate your first date. All right,
that's cute.
Okay. Film a day in the life, vlog for yourself. One thing we've done a terrible job of, but I think I liked the idea originally, was doing an anniversary video every year. We did like 3 of them. We've been married for 14 years, so not
that was
great
terrible.
track record. But I do feel like that's something I aspire to, because how cool would it be to look back, when you're in your 70s or 80s and look back at videos of yourself. I think that's a really cool idea.
We could start now. You can start now too.
Yeah.
We missed many years, but plan a yes day for each other. Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Make a time capsule. Oh, here's one we've really enjoyed doing, especially earlier on, was an online quiz or personality test.
And
That's
then
been
talk
really
about
fun.
it. That
Yeah,
is fun.
yeah. And now I feel like even more so than years ago when we did this when we were dating. But I mean, there's probably all kinds of like humorous ones that you could take, and then you talk about it to get, you
Yeah,
each work
it
on
is
it, and then you
fun.
talk about it. I love that.
Those are just good in general because you can. I with the personality test, I don't like putting yourself in a box like, oh, this is what I am. I think it's more of a guide, like, oh, this describes a lot of
Yeah.
stuff about me. So I think it can help you understand each other more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You find out what your type is essentially and what your partner's type is, and then you learn about each other
Yeah.
by
No, that's
reading
good.
and telling each other about it.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
like
cool.
that.
Make it into a
This is
date.
Yeah, this is funny because one of our daughters just asked me this the other day. What would your dream house be like?
Really?
So
Oh, she told me that she asked you that.
she inspired me. This made the list apparently before she even asked me. But build a dream house together, or build your dream house and talk about it with your partner. Build it on paper. I'm sure they have an app for
like
it now.
make a list of what you'd want and whatever. Okay, nice.
Dress up and do a photo shoot. Okay, kind of be
This could be weird,
unique or sexy, as ChatGPT said. Okay, sure. Host a dinner party or game night for couples. Love that. I mean, we're huge on hosting. If you're not hosting your friends or neighbors, like highly, highly, highly encourage that. It's always worth it. I feel like having other people in your home just brings joy to your house. Read a book together and discuss each chapter. We've done that,
Love that.
on and off, I guess. I really like that one too. Like self-development. One thing we aspire to just to share is like learning Spanish together, right? You know a fair bit of it. I don't, but it'd be really
I'm
fun.
so disappointed in us with that. Okay, so let's just talk for a quick minute about getaways. I know that's kind of not really dates.
Yeah, rent a cabin, Airbnb. It could be a place on the beach. Couples massage at a spa. I'd probably just go along
How
with
about
it
just
if you were
give
into
each
that,
other
but
massages? That's a better
but I would
date.
that's not for us, but absolutely. Like, I think there's a lot of value in doing that. Go on a surprise road trip.
That's a
I kind of
great
like that.
idea.
Like, we've definitely mixed in our trips away where we fly and a lot more of them where we drive. And by the way, like, just to clarify, because you brought this up kind of when we were talking off the episode, but obviously take vacations with your kids. Like, that needs to come first. Family vacations, building memories with your children. So what we're talking about here, though, to the point you were making, like, some of these aren't necessarily dates. Maybe I'll plug real quick. We did an episode pretty early on. It's like within our first 3 or 4, I think, about why you need a getaway without your kids.
It's a good episode.
Definitely listen to it if you get the chance. But we just returned from a weekend away ourselves, and it's so refreshing. It's so enjoyable. You get a lot of dates while you're doing that too.
Yep.
And there's something different. Like, there's a different disconnect when you're out of the house for 2 to 4 hours with a babysitter versus when you're
just together
literally
alone.
Disconnecting. So that's the point to make there, for sure. So
take a cruise. Some people love cruises, so that's an awesome idea.
Yeah. Pretty affordable way to travel too.
That can be.
See a lot of places. Yeah, camping if you're into that. Here in South Florida, it's a little challenging to do if you want to survive. But you can do that if you're interested. I like this one too. Visit a nearby city you've never explored. And this is where we talked a little bit about money and finances in our last episode. I think it's worth making a point here too, that when we talk about getaways, we are not talking about like the south of France for a weekend.
Now, if you can do it, great.
Sure, by all means. We're talking about the point is getting away together. It's less important about where you go. And to share our perspective, like, we have done one night away 25 miles from here because that's what we could afford and we could make work with our schedule at the time. And then we've done longer trips that are where we've flown, across the country. So I think it's really about doing what you can do and doing something fun and visiting a city we've never explored. Like, we've had a lot of fun even in recent years traveling like within a half a day's drive and exploring new places. So it's really about that sharpening the connection, right?
Even just this one, rent a local luxury hotel room. You could get a babysitter overnight and just go do that.
Yeah.
Go out to dinner and stay, and doesn't even have to be that far away. That's a great idea. you know, you could do bigger trips around like your anniversary, 10 years, 15 years, whatever. But
Yeah.
weekends away are great. So
marriage retreat or couples workshop. I like that one because it's kind of like development as well as a getaway.
yeah, those are great.
Okay. So now to move into one of our key areas, especially again, to plug one more time, if you've got young kids and busy schedules or whatever, like you
well,
have
even
to,
just to save some money. Let's say you don't
Yeah.
have kids, like
that's a fair
you
point.
could go out and it's like $80 compared to a night in.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. So maximizing, maybe some of you will be critical that this isn't a date. Okay, whatever. But
it is a date.
But stay in, let's call it time together, is huge. You got to just do something different, mix things up a little bit to keep it interesting would definitely be. So we've done a lot of these, but we'll go through them like a themed movie night. I think that's fun. It's fun to do with your kids, but you can also do it with your spouse, right? And like really play it up, the snacks, the theme, all of that. We have done this a lot, cook a meal together. I love that. We do that a lot. Put the kids to bed early. I mean, it's getting harder to do that for us, but you put them to bed and you just eat a late dinner. And
we're eating ribeye at 11 o'clock nowadays.
You eat a really late dinner, but it's fun. Wine or whiskey tasting at home.
Yep. Karaoke night.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yep, I like that. DIY couples spa night.
Here's one that we love. If you have a wedding video, we don't actually have a video, but we have pictures. So watch your wedding video or look at old photos. One thing that you and I love to do is when we go on trips or we do fun things, we put all the pictures in, and you know all this. I'm just saying, we put all the photos in an album on our phone, and then we throw them up on the TV and watch them with a glass of wine. That's so fun. I feel like when you feel like you're back there reliving it, it's so much fun. All these memories, and remember when we did this and that. That's such an awesome time.
Yeah.
So we love to do that.
And I think what's unique about that one is that really like opens up a lot of other important areas of your marriage too. Like it fosters that. And that's, by the way, like not that we're going to get into the importance of dating too much. We've talked about it a lot, but it fosters that closeness, the trust, the communication, intimacy. And I think looking through good memories is obviously like psychologically proven to be. We play cards a fair bit.
Games
or board games. What
are some of our favorite games?
I mean, I think we play like gin rummy all the time with a deck of cards. We've done Play 9. I think it's probably one of my more recent favorites. What about you?
Ticket to Ride. That Monopoly Deal.
It's
Scrabble. But I beat you so
Bananagrams.
much, you quit playing that.
Right. Like even you can do that while you're distracted with a game or a movie on if you really.
A couple of times we've done those murder mystery games. You can only play it one time, but that's
really fun.
We tried to do a puzzle once, remember? I think we got one that was like literally one color. So it was just very annoying. And
but some people are really into puzzles for sure. So that could be a good one.
Put some music on.
Yeah. Try a new recipe. I like this. We've done that together. Another thing you can do with your kids also, but you can have fun as a couple with that.
Yeah.
Plan your dream vacation, even if you don't end up taking it, or at least it's like a hypothetical for the future. I like the thought of that.
Old Nintendo game.
Yeah. That was fun. Yeah, and we're not even big. I mean, we played Nintendo now because of the kids. We got our
we're not huge
over
on
the big screen, but it's fun to break out the ones that we grew up with.
The old ones.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a while. I like this one. No tech night, just talking.
Yeah,
I
love that.
We have gone through seasons where we've done like, hey, we're not going to watch TV on Tuesdays. Like I feel like we've had that be a thing.
Great.
I mean, we go multiple nights without TV, but maybe it's not necessarily intentional about like spending time together.
And and for anyone who has a pool, like we do those nights a lot. We'll sit outside, sit
or hot tub.
in the pool. If you have a hot tub, have a drink, sit by the water, put on some music, talk. It's really enjoyable.
Yeah.
It breaks things up. It's fun.
Yeah. I mean, do artwork together. Again, this depends on how creative you're going to be. Here's a good one. How well do you know your spouse? Like doing the 20 questions or playing Would You Rather or doing, any number of those games. It's fun.
I think one time, or maybe not once, we've done it several times where whoever gets the most questions right gets to pick what we eat for dinner. Maybe we get takeout. That's fun too. Get takeout. turn it into something fun. And then back to like when I mentioned the pool thing, another thing that we do when it's cooler out, we'll sit out by the fire. We have like a little fire pit and sit, listen to music, no TV.
Yep. So those, I know we're going through this list pretty quick. Those are some good stay-in date night ideas. So now to kind of move to the last section here, if you're in a time crunch, and like we confessed at the beginning of the episode, like this has for sure been an area where I would say like in the last 2-3 years, we've put this to good use because we've really tried to look at, again, just sharing for the listeners, we've looked at our schedules and availability and weekends and sports and kids' schedules. And to your point, like trying to even save some money, maybe if that's the season of life that you're in, because going on dates can get very expensive when you're paying babysitters too. So
and you don't want all your dates to be the time crunch, quick dates, but that's okay sometimes.
Yeah. Just to jump right in, I'll start. You can jump in, but using time when the kids are at school and maybe like you're off that day, I'm between meetings, or I can block my calendar and get away, like going to breakfast, going to lunch, taking the kids to school together and grabbing a coffee, ice cream or dessert, or even a drink, whatever you have time for.
Go walk the dog together around the neighborhood.
Yeah. Take a drive together. Visit the library. We've not done that, but that certainly is something fun you can do that's free or cheap.
Just sit on a bench and watch people.
Kind of endless content, right? Just to people watch. Spontaneous fast food or drive-through date. Like, I mean, maybe you don't eat fast food very often like we don't, but every once in a while.
Let's go to Taco Bell.
Let's just go run through.
I think I want to do that soon.
Go to food court and pick random meals. I kind of like that suggestion.
Quick.
That's kind of funny. That's kind of fun. Yeah. Takes me back to like Sbarro era back in the day.
They had the best pizza. Yes, I ate that so much
old
as
classics.
a kid.
I mean, going to mall, so much fun things you can do. Be just like running errands together. You get some quality time in.
Yeah, and I think that's the whole point of dating. Well, not the whole point, but quality time, doing something different, enjoying being together.
Yeah.
It's not just like the same old thing you do every day.
Right.
You're breaking it up and having a good time together.
Yeah.
Building your connection and enjoying each other. So,
yeah, no, that's well said. I mean, I think we don't maybe have as much specific homework for you this week. If you've listened to our other episodes, we always leave you with homework. Our homework would be pick one of these things and do it this week. Like, do not wait. Do it this week or tonight even, because you can, to the point you made, it's about breaking out of boredom. Don't do the same thing you do all the time. Do something different, even if it means you're staying in, but doing something different. By the way, there was over 120 ideas that we threw out here. And by no means is this like an all-encompassing list. So there's really endless things you can do.
Yeah. Try it and then pay attention to how you feel. That's like, oh, that was enjoyable. Right. I liked being with you and doing what we did. It was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. And we joked earlier, but with one of the examples we gave where we tried something new, it wasn't either of our biggest interest in terms of a date, but it was fun. And we enjoyed doing something different.
Oh, the art thing.
Yeah. So give that a try. Hope this list was helpful. If you need to see it, it's on aboldmarriage.com. We've got a date ideas tab. Check that out. But go on a date or stay in and make your own date this week.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more episodes just like this. Thanks for being here.